afternoon, and thanks for joining us on today's Territory, showing on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, our weekly news program that brings you activities within the nation's capital but beams satellite into some communities. I am Aisha Ubali. Please stay tuned. The program will continue shortly. Thanks for staying tuned. And now let's start with stories from the presidency. President Bola Tinubu and First Lady Oluremi are back in Abuja from Rio de Janeiro, where they attended the 2024 G20 Leaders Summit. The Nigerian presidential airplane landed at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, at about 20 minutes past 10 Saturday night. Nigeria was invited as a guest country for participation at the summit of the 20 biggest economies in the world. At the summit, President Bola Tinubu announced commitment of Nigeria to the Global Alliance Against Hunger and Poverty, launched by the Brazilian presidency of G20. On the sideline, President Tinubu met with Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund, IMF, Kristalina Georgieva, where the Global Financial Agency commended the Tinubu administration's economic reforms and their positive indicators. The Nigerian leader also had some bilateral meetings and saw to the signing of the letter of intent for Nigeria's partnership with 3 Brazilian companies to facilitate development of Nigeria's livestock sector. And now let's look at messages from the pulpit. Giving thanks and praise to God is compulsory for believers. It is going by what has been commanded by God Almighty. This came to the fore at the end of the month Thanksgiving by Reverend Nash Azike of Ekwa Church, who declared at a special Thanksgiving service that indeed there is every reason to thank God, especially for the lives of members and for sound health. And details of this report will come up subsequently with Rosemary Motlem Bilal. And now to infrastructure. In a bid to assess progress of work, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has inspected the ongoing construction of judges' quarters and Life Camp Road project. Oneze Yakubu has the details.
Visibly impressed with the quality of job and engagement of youth on the project site, the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike said human development is a panacea for the economic challenge of any nation, which is in tandem with the present administration's agenda.
Look at all the roads. Welcome. Look at the number of people that are employed. So I feel happy that at least we are able to engage youth. And nothing can make you more comfortable when you see your youth are engaged. You can imagine when these jobs are not there, what the number of youth will be doing by now. So one is very, very happy that we are putting the opportunity that have given employment to our youth.
The minister says he is not deterred by the criticism concerning the judges' quarters project.
These are people who, even when you give them the opportunity, they cannot do anything. So forget about those criticisms. If you have not done it, they will say are the ones that will complain that the environment within which our judges and justices are working is not conducive. Now you are trying to provide an environment that makes them well. They also, oh, it's another reason. So you don't bother yourself and move on and do your work.
Nyesom Wike also inspected the ongoing road construction at Life Camp. He, however, notes that the secret to his infrastructure provisions within the city center satellite towns is teamwork and prudent management of available funds. Oneze Yakubu, NTA News.
Meanwhile, FCT Minister of State Dr. Maria Mahmoud has tasked the management of the FCT College of Education, Zuba, to run a robust and all-embracing curriculum that is globally compliant and locally relevant. The minister gave this advice at the combined third convocation ceremony of the institution, where more than 6,000 students graduated. Yours sincerely has the report. Of excellence to breast. It was a moment of joy for these graduating students after a successful completion of their various courses and programs of study at the college. While congratulating the graduates, FCT Minister of State Dr. Maria Mahmoud charged them to put into practice the knowledge, expertise, and skills they have gained from the college for national development. The minister, who acknowledged infrastructural deficits in the education sector, notes that the administration has made deliberate and sustained efforts to surmount the challenges by spending more than 13 billion naira in school renovation programs.
This is the driving force behind the reorientation of Nigerian youth towards developing an entrepreneurial mindset, as the provost was talking about technical and vocational parts of the training of colleges to empower our students. And this is a vital to poverty reduction and wealth creation.
The minister charged the college authority to adjust to the ever-changing global demand by training and retraining staff, especially in the area of the use of information technology. Education Mandate Secretary Dr. Danlami Hayo notes that the convocation ceremony is a fulfillment of FCT administration's determination to place the college on a high platform.
It's a thing of joy in many ways. Firstly, for the graduating students who have looked forward to dates like this, and secondly, to the parents who make tremendous effort to invest in their children's education.
High point of the convocation was the conferment of fellowship awards and certificate. In the spirit of the season, the Women of Integrity organization has launched a heartwarming initiative demonstrating love, compassion, and care for expectant mothers and women in the labor ward at Garki General Hospital. Hawa Gimba reports that the organization distributed cash and essential items to mothers to be, spreading kindness and joy during this special time.
The Women of Integrity team strives to bring joy, comfort, and encouragement to these mother-to-be, reminding them they are not alone. As a non-profit organization, Women of Integrity is committed to empowering women and providing essential resources to those in need.
Like we all know, when women are healthy, families and communities will be strong. That's why we're here today, Women of Integrity, to bless expectant mothers and those who have delivered with gifts. And also we are here to encourage them to eat healthy, to keep their scheduled appointments, to exercise so they can be healthy, and also their babies too.
This gesture marks the beginning of the Women of Integrity's ongoing efforts to support vulnerable groups, including women, children, girls, persons with disabilities, and the elderly.
We are here to celebrate new birth, encourage the expectant mothers not to be afraid, to hold on to God, and we wish them safe delivery.
It's getting to the end of the year. Let us share with them, pray with them. Nothing is too small. So as God has blessed us, we said, okay, let us extend our hands of fellowship to these women. And we are here today at the Garki General Hospital.
Unwavering commitments to making a positive impact in the community, beneficiaries say, is truly inspiring. Hawa Gimba, NTA News.
We're not done yet. We're still talking about children. In the Christian faith, wives are literally referred to as the bone of the bones and the flesh of their spouses, as pronounced by Adam when he cited Eve on creation. But can this understanding be attributed to conjoined twins who share common organs? Well, in this report on conjoined twins, I caught up with 6-year-old Goodness and Mercy, who survived the knives separating their joining at birth. as the world marks Conjoined Twins Day.
There are times in Nigeria when you hear the issue of conjoined twins. It seems like a complex and strange condition, but with the advancement in medicine and technology, Nigeria has been able to achieve a lot in this field. And one major achievement is the separation of conjoined twins who are being celebrated.
Conjoined but not jinxed. This is one myth about conjoined twins. The UN General Assembly declared 24th November every year as the World Conjoined Twins Day, effective from 2024. The essence of the initiative is to raise awareness about conjoined twins and celebrate efforts and achievements in their separation. Twins, they say, are a blessing. Much more are those who share some organs. Interaction with goodness and mercy in Mararaba Nasarawa State was a heartwarming experience.
I said, the hospital later asked me that what is the means for me to source this money. So I told them that my only hope is to cry out to Nigeria. The federal government gave them go ahead to do the surgery free for me. So I can never thank federal government enough.
Maria Martins, she believes goodness and mercy are not only for her, but for Nigerians who supported them 6 years ago to make their survival a reality.
All since I have them to date has been a blessing. And being special like this, as a conjoined twin, is an exceptional children.
Nigeria's tertiary health facility in the nation's capital, National Hospital, has a track of separating conjoined twins as the global community celebrates World Conjoined Twins Day. Dr. Ifyok Edward, Senior Registrar at Obstetric and Gynae Department of the National Hospital, advises pregnant women to take seriously antenatal sessions as the condition occurs 2 weeks after conception. Also, non-profit making organizations are encouraged to complement government effort as supporting the survival rate of conjoined twins.
You know, one embryo separated, not really the ones that are two different embryos. So it just accounts for about 1% of those kind of twins that occur globally. So we have a few cases that come to us here in National Hospital, being the Apex Hospital. So it's something that when they come, they have a lot on their mind. You have to be dealing with trying to make them even accept the child to be a good child. Already the child has been condemned in their mind.
While Nigerians continue to celebrate the achievement of medicine and the Nigerian healthcare system, conjoined twins can live normal lives like every other person, with a call that the door of the National Hospital is open to receive such cases.
God also is also lenient, you know. Oftentimes you would not really see the one that is joined directly at the heart. Join at the chest, at times it's just the bone, you know, and just some long tissue, you know, something easily separated, you understand? So we've not really had cases that you would say, oh, it's almost impossible. We haven't seen anyone yet that you say we can't separate.
For the mother, she believes goodness will see the children through, just like the mercy of God saw her through the whole period, which was how the conjoined twins derived their names. Aisha Uba Ali, NTA News. And now let's go into some communities to see what is happening in those communities. Now let's begin with Kuje. In a bid to address the incessant cases of power outage in the Kuje Area Council, the Kuje Area Council leadership has stationed more than 50 new transformers at strategic locations in the area council. Rosemary Motlem Bilal, on a special visit to the area, brought back this report. Let's take a look.
Life is made more meaningful with the necessities of life, one of which is electricity. This critical infrastructure is needed to boost social and business activities in every community. Before now, Kuje community has had its fair share of epileptic power supply. However, residents of Kuje Area Council are now having a siege of relief with improved power supply.
In the past, we have been suffering of electricity. For now, I think even throughout for the past 3 months now, we have not been having problem of light. And thank God to the Honorable Chairman Sabo that provided us with a transformer. For this area, for this area it has helped. Like the barbers, the charger, there are people that charge phone here. It's helping them a lot.
Our camera lens was able to capture a good number of transformers within the locality provided by the present administration.
From what I've been hearing, the chairman has touched everywhere, providing transformer in every of the district. So on that aspect, he has tried. For me, I cannot specifically say this area has no light, but from people's mouth, I've been hearing about it.
With the needed support given by the chairman, other projects will be executed in the nearest time. Meanwhile, just like Oliver Twist, residents of Kuje Area Council are still calling on relevant authorities to look into the billing method, which they see is very high. They also appeal for more frequent power supply.
This area is Shadadi. This is Shadadi in Kuje Area Council. So this place is called Shadadi. They are trying in terms of electricity. But the bill they're giving us here is very high, it's very much. It's much.
Rosemary Motel and Bilal, NTA News.
We also rejoice with Kuje people. We say congrats on that development there. Now, moving on to Jukwe. Jukwe, a rural area located just a few kilometers east of Abuja city center within the municipal area council, is a home to the indigenous Gbagi tribe. However, it's also a significant population of non-indigenous Nigerians who have settled there seeking better livelihoods in the capital city. Windogo reports on this pioneering non-indigenous settlement in Jukwe, highlighting its pressing challenges, including the lack of standard water system and adequate access roads.
Yoruba Quarters, the pioneering non-indigenous settlement in Jukwe, has existed for over 30 years since its first settlers arrived. According to Ismail Idris, popularly known as Baba Aminu, whose parents were the first non-indigenous residents to build a house outside the indigenous settlers area, the community got its name due to its popularity among Yoruba people who settled there in large numbers.
In this community, this non-indigenous community, Yoruba Quarters, I think it has been existing since 1988, 88. And since we have been here, Jukwe is a very peace community. When we came here, this place was bush. I think it's only one particular house, one of our house here. It's the only house resident in this place before other tribes started coming here. And especially majority Yoruba, that's why it's named Yoruba Quarters.
Beyond pioneering advocacy for steady electricity in Jukwe through youth-led protests that resulted in the installation of a second transformer, aside from the Phase 2 transformer, Yoruba Quarters continues to seek basic amenities. Maulana Hakim, the youth leader, commends the FCTA administration's efforts to provide essential services in the city center and satellite towns. However, he urges the administration to address the community's pressing needs, which is clean potable water, good access road, and a reliable power supply.
Pleading on the AMAC chairman and the honorable should please look on through this our area also, because if you look at all other things going on within the indigenous place and other places like borehole, like street lights, like tying up their road. If you can check, this road is not tied and there is no water. We are lack of a lot of things in this our area. So we are pleading on them should please look onto this.
We don't have any power. We are just pleading to the AMAC chairman, that is Mr. Christopher Megaranko. If he can help us and work on this road, it will be very. The road leads to Phase 2. If they can channel the road to Phase 2, is okay. Even
also encounter a lot of water problems. Individuals sink borehole, and they have to at least avail the community by their virtue of kindness to get water for themselves. Otherwise, generally, we don't have any borehole or no government provision for water in this area.
Notably, Yoruba quarters houses the first mosque in Jikwe, serving as the central mosque for Jumu'at prayers. In Abuja, Wayne Dugu, NTA News.
Thank you, Wayne, for bringing these issues to light, and I believe concerned authorities will do something about it. But we can't wrap up today without talking hygiene. Maintaining perfect hygiene in the usage of toilets facilities brings cleanliness to the house and the environment. Moses Kuyi report that measures are in place by the Federal Capital Territory Administration to bring an end to open defecation in the territory.
Nigeria needs approximately 11.6 million toilets to end open defecation to achieve its 2030 target of becoming open defecation free.
The World Toilet Day. The significance of the day is to show the importance of toilets and sanitation in general. It is very important that as we are answering the call of nature, we should answer it with dignity. Consequences of that public health importance. You see that cholera, for example, is becoming an occurring decimal.
The Federal Capital Territory Administration, as part of its efforts to provide cleaner environment, has gone a step further in providing public toilet facilities across the local councils areas and capital city, as well as ensuring proper maintenance of facilities to curb common societal diseases.
Community engagement. Where we have tried to encourage communities to develop new habits of containing these waste materials and avoid situations where they are just left, because of the consequences of diseases. And we have equally tried to see how we can engage partners, development partners, business partners that can come in to develop toilets at several locations within the, most especially within semi-urban and community levels. Within the FCCL, that is
The theme for this year's World Toilet Day is Toilet, a place for peace, ensuring maintenance and safety of private and public toilet facilities. Abuja residents are admonished to be disciplined by keeping the facilities clean at all times.
About not less than 100 public toilets are being constructed by private individuals authorized by WASH, that is WASH FCT, and they are the ones supervising the area councils. I meant to understand also they have trained area council WASH or desk officers on WASH. Those people are to mobilize the local community, sensitize them, tell them the importance of toilet.
Now, this is considering that the cleanliness of home and community starts with deliberate sanitation of toilet facilities. In Abuja, Moses Kuyi, NTA News.
Thank you, Moses. This shows that Nigeria and even FCT is on course in achieving the 2025 target. And that's how we wrap from the territory this week. Please do join us again next week for another interesting package. I am Aisha Obali. Good afternoon.